out what Brandon has to say about concealing his AK-50. I'm really curious, and I'm actually gonna try post it to YouTube and hope to God they don't soft nuke my channel because of it. So let's take a look at this.
So the AK-50 is now in the new season of Call of Duty. Oh yeah, not kidding. Hi there, my name is Brandon Herrera, and this is my gun, the AK-50.
Oh, he painted it.
Over the course of the last 8 years, my team and I developed the world's first and only 50 BMG AK. It was a huge engineering challenge, but after showing tons of updates throughout the entire process, on May 10th, we released a video showing off the finished version of the AK-50 V3, getting millions of views in the first few days, becoming the biggest video release we'd ever done.
I saw that, Jameson.
At the time. So you might imagine my
Wait, I missed that. What did he say?
Biggest video release we'd ever done. At the time. So you might imagine my surprise then when a couple months later, my buddy hits me up and hits me with the line,
"Good night, Moros.
Dude, they just put the AK-50 in Call of Duty." Yep, on July 24th, they announced the new Season 5 to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, which included new weekly challenges that unlock new weapons or upgrades every week. Week 2 of which being the motherfucking AK-50, or as Call of Duty calls it, the Jack Cataclysm, which not...
Yeah. Let me back up and look at something really quick. Hang on. Oh. Okay, we are at 1 minute flat. Hang on a second.
Is my gun, the AK-50.
Here's the thing. The front handguard, like, take the drum mag out of the equation. He is going to talk about all the visual cues? Okay. Because I know it's like the front does look different. Oh, easy, quiet. I'll raise the volume. The front of it did look different. It did. Okay, yeah, the rivet placement. Because, like, this is what I was looking at. This did look different. But yeah, that's and of course the stock. But yeah, that's definitely Well, yeah, so it looks like they changed it just enough. They changed it just enough so that Brandon might not be able to sue him. Although, would Brandon even be able to sue him? Because I don't think he's copyrighted the AK-50, has he? Yeah. I don't think because Brandon didn't copyright it, did he? Or did he and I'm not aware of it? Hi, Phoebe. I'm guessing he'll probably go into it. And they're classifying it as a light machine gun, too. You notice this up at the top here? It's being classified as a light machine gun? Okay, he's gonna get into it. Okay.
Cataclysm, which, not gonna lie, it's a pretty cool name. It's listed as a 50 BMG conversion kit to an RPK, which... no. Hell, even gaming YouTube has pretty well figured that out even before I made this video.
AK-50 in Modern Warfare 2, AK-50 versus Mimic, new AK-50, so everybody's calling it the AK-50. Okay.
Now, before you ask, no, I am not getting any sort of royalties, nor was I asked beforehand, nor did I even know before I found out through the announcement. I'll get into that a little bit later too, but that's normally just the first thing that my audience seems to ask whenever I pointed it out on Twitter or anything like that. But yes, long story short, no, COD Daddy is not paying my bills with that sweet, sweet AAA paycheck. But I did want to take this very...
Yeah, I mean, Marshmallow, that's what it said in the upper left corner of that game screen. It said light machine gun. So, I don't know.
Very unique and very, very weird opportunity to review my own gun in Call of Duty. Compare it to the real life version and even actually play some with it. Because let's be honest, getting my own gun added to the game was probably one of the only ways that I was going to be playing the new Call of Duty as an adult. My heart still belongs to the classic Modern Warfare 2.
Remember, no Russian.
Now let's be clear about one thing up front. It is my gun.
Okay.
I saw a lot of people online pulling the whole, oh, it looks completely different, bro. Bullshit. Fuck you. That is my gun. Aside from it obviously being a 50 cal AK modeled after, you know, the only 50 cal AK in existence, look at the bulge front trunnion. I mean, the rivet pattern, the 4 rivets, that's very unique to the 50. I mean, shit, here's the exact same angle, so you make up your own mind.
I mean, the receiver here, yeah. Damn close. Like, really fucking close. The carry handle here is blocking it a bit. It is missing that one rivet right here. But, I mean, yeah, it's... The upper receiver on CODs is unmistakably an AK, which is what this is.
But I know my baby when I see it. Plus, there's only one of them on the planet to base it off of. The one that got tens of millions of views on its development, and millions of views in the first week of its launch, and it's the one that I built. So there's that. Now I will say on the Call of Duty design, there are a few changes, but we'll get into that later because I find them interesting. And also, sorry, I know it has been a while. I was speaking for Young Americans for Liberty and then came home and came down with COVID. Again, thanks China. But real quick, let's talk about one of my least favorite subjects. Debt. Getting into credit card debt is easy. Ask me how I know.
Bedtime.
Well, the system's set up so that you don't. So if you're struggling with credit cards, personal loans, collections, or medical bills, you need to check out PDS Debt. PDS provides a service to match you with debt solutions tailored to your financial situation. So if you're making payments every month, but you feel like your balances aren't going down, PDS might have an answer for you.
Bobcat, if you got an auto fire AK-50, your shoulder would detach from, your arm would detach from its shoulder. The shoulder would detach from the torso.
And right now, PDS Debt is offering a free debt analysis. It only takes 30 seconds. So you can head on over to pdsdebt.com/BH to get your free debt assessment today. Let's face it, owing money to people sucks. And if it's something that you've struggled with, maybe check out PDS. We appreciate them for sponsoring the video. Back to the content. So let's go ahead and
say that now, Taurus.
Right off the bat, I mean, this is definitely the AK-50 just with no front handguard and drum magazine. Now, for those of you who aren't quite gun savvy and you're confused as to why I'm calling this an AK and not, an RPK conversion, it's because an RPK is an AK. Grab the trusty wall RPK. The RPK is literally just a designation of AK, just with a longer and thicker barrel. That's just so it can fill more of like a light machine gun type role. So one of the first things that you'll notice about this thing is that it's got a big ass skeletonized drum mag.
So, alright, so according to him, the RPK conversion is just a longer barrel that doesn't adjust the sear. Unless it's implied that the sear was also adjusted to allow for automatic fire. Because that's, just slapping a different barrel onto it slapping a different barrel onto a rifle does not automatically turn it into a light machine gun. You've got to swap out the trigger assembly as well. So I'm going to have to assume that the RPK conversion is not only barrel but also a different trigger assembly. So I'll go with that assumption.
So there's no real 50 cal drum mag.
I'm surprised Brandon didn't mention it.
But this drum looks like it's based on the Fostech 20 rounder, which isn't available yet. It's still a prototype. It's going through some design tweaks and stuff like that, but they did show it off at, SHOT Show and NRAM and stuff like that. But Fostech does know that as soon as it's available.
Well, AK was always full auto. So with the AK, all they needed for the RPK conversion was just a barrel because the AK was already full auto. AK, I don't believe the AK can even do burst fire. It's full. I figured maybe single fire or full auto only. I don't even think it can do burst fire. So that's no big thing.
I will be busting down their walls like the fucking Kool-Aid man trying to get as soon as it's and stuff like that, but they did show it off at, SHOT Show and NRAM and stuff like that. But Fostech does know that as soon as it's available, I will be busting down their walls like the fucking Kool-Aid man trying to get one. The AK-50 deserves a drum mag. Also, just kind of a funny side note, the AK-50 is already heavy as fuck, just as a thing to run around with as a semi-auto 50 BMG. It comes in weighing like slightly more than a Barrett M82. It's like the idea of like in Call of Duty running around and jumping around with it. I mean, they made the aim down sight speed and everything pretty slow, like super slow for Call of Duty. for the AK-50, which makes sense because it's fucking big. But now imagine adding like 20 rounds of 50, which if my math is correct, I think is like 5 more pounds. Not to mention the big ass metal drum magazine to hold all of that ammo.
Apparently,
and to
Shadowclaw.
feed it. It's got to be an extra 5 pounds too. So just loading the gun is like adding an additional third of the gun's weight to the bottom. Yeah, I get why it's hard to run around with. Now I am going to touch on this part really quickly too, about it being a conversion kit. So here's an RPK 74, right? This is a 50 BMG. First off, in order to even feed this, the magazine has to be about that far back. The magazine has to go about as far back on the receiver as the end of the trigger guard is. So you need to completely trash this receiver. I'm not even getting to the firing 50 cal part yet. This receiver would need to be at least twice as long. Now, as far as being able to fire 50 cal, now this is the round that this gun was.
Okay, I mean, obviously, Call of Duty took a huge dosage of artistic licensing with this by saying it has an RPK conversion kit on it. Because it's COD, so they know that, you can put an RPK conversion kit on an AK-47. And because it's the AK-50, they've just said, we'll just say it's got an RPK conversion on it to make it full auto. And they just basically threw in a huge dose of artistic licensing for this. Exactly. The ones and zeros don't give a fuck. It's just their way of saying this is a 50 cal that can fire full auto and is shoulder fired. That's it. The finer details and the minutia of it, Activision does not care. So
was built to fire. This is the one you're converting it to. That's not fucking happening, homie. It's like those pictures of the mountain and his wife. It's like that just.
Hang on, chat, let me move you out of the way because if you had not seen this yet, you will want to see this. The mountain man and his wife. Yeah, she's tiny. But, damn. Taurus? I don't know how, but she seems happy. I don't know how, but she seems happy. Lots of Kegel exercises. She does lots of Kegel exercises.
Good luck. So yeah, on the actual AK-50, we had to start from scratch on basically every part. The only things that we
What? It's probably true. It's probably true. And there are exercises for ladies down there also, which I'm sure she partakes of. I mean, did you see the ass on her? I mean, that lady had an ass. She had an ass, for sure. I just know. That's all I'm gonna say.
Kept. We had to scale everything up. We had to scale everything up to be able to fit. My own gun added to the game was probably one of the only ways that I was going to be playing the new Call of Duty as an adult. My heart still belongs to the classic Modern Warfare 2.
Oh shit, I jumped it. Shit. Sorry.
50 cal. Now this is the round that this gun to. Basically every part. The only things that we kept, we had to scale everything up. We had to scale everything up to be able to fit, a 50 BMG, because that's a huge undertaking. The only parts on the AK-50 we were able to keep the same size, and they're interchangeable with the standard AK, are the fire control group, like the trigger group, and the pistol grip. We salvaged certain parts from the recoil spring assembly and whatnot too, but by and large, you have to completely start over and scale everything up just to even begin to make it work. So yeah, it's a conversion kit in the same way that if you
Santa Claus, we're not gonna get into that. They're a couple. They're married. They're in love. Enough said. We're not even gonna get into it.
Took the tires off of a Corvette and put them onto a Honda Civic. You've now converted that into a Corvette. One of the major differences between the AK-50 and the gun in the game, though, is that their AK-50 has a stock. I understand why they did it in the game, just because, it adds something else to customize. They had different, PKM stocks and stuff you can throw on there, which, not gonna lie, it looks pretty cool. But really, this is just the devs not understanding that the bolt carrier
I've heard the same
has
thing. You're a
to
dog.
go somewhere when the gun fires. And that distance that it has to travel leaves you basically no room for a stock. Unless you mean like just a little stubby thing or like a butt pad or something like that. Which is why the AK-50, the Barrett, the Serbu, and pretty much all semi-auto shoulder.
Yeah, that's what I didn't. Yeah. The bolt is here. The bolt stretches from here to about here. Where the fuck is it going? It's going through the stock. Unless their headcanon is the stock has a giant hole with a teeny tiny buffer spring right here to return it. So yeah, that's another excellent point. I know, Jameson, I know. That's why I said they're headcanon.
Basically no room for a stock. Unless you mean like just a little stubby thing or like a butt pad or something like that. Which is why the AK-50, the Barrett, the Serbu, and pretty much all semi-auto shoulder-fired 50s pretty much have that same look in the rears because
it looks
cool. We need that distance for the bolt carrier to travel. Because while the round might have gotten bigger and the gun has gotten bigger, the shooter stays the same size, meaning that the distance between the butt of the gun and the pistol grip needs to be pretty much the same size. It's called length of pull. It needs to be consistent to actually have a good functioning weapon. Because if you added a stock to the back of a Barrett or the AK-50, you'd be all the way out here, making it basically impossible to shoulder. In classic nomenclature of the channel, where'd a bolt go, though? But now I guess it's time for the big question. Pretty much the question everybody's been asking me since this was even announced.
Why are you gay?
Am I butthurt or am I flattered? Truthfully, I think it's really cool. 16-year-old me could not fathom a gun that I'm responsible for even touching a mainstream game like Call of Duty. I think that's super neat. It would have been nice if I was asked or at least even told. I would have said yes. I mean, I don't want any money. I got my own gig going on. It's pretty sweet. But I don't even necessarily think it was a direct intentional rip like Call of Duty proper meant to take the gun. Here's what I think could have happened. One of their artists probably had an entire folder full of reference files for things that they thought were cool or things that, different guns that they wanted to draw inspiration from in different ways. And the AK-50 ended up in it. They took that as a reference file thinking, it's probably a production gun. They altered some stuff, made it fit the game, and boom, Jack Cataclysm. Not only is that a potential scenario, to be perfectly honest, knowing how a lot of this stuff works, I think that's the most likely scenario. So no, I am not out to go, sue Call of Duty or anything like a lot of other people have been saying. One, because I have zero interest in it. Like I said before, I would have let them use it anyway. Two, probably because they have a good legal case that they've transformed it enough that it falls under fair use. It's not like they're...
Yeah, and he brings it up. It's kind of what I talked about at the beginning of it. It's that forward handguard where it has that what looks like it looks like gears in the forward handguard, like that's the design. Not to mention the buttstock. It's like you can absolutely see it in the receiver. You can. But but that's kind of where the similarities stop. Is just the receiver. So it's all, they change the handguard. Barrels are pretty universal. It's be hard to change out the barrel. They actually put a swappable buttstock onto it, even though it defies physics. So he is right about this, that Activision did transform it enough that even if he did have a copyright on it, he probably could not sue for copyright infringement. Even if he didn't have this attitude where he's like, I'm not gonna sue him, I'm not looking to get any money from him. But it would have been nice. I agree with him. It would have been nice if they, if they saw the design And, his AK-50 video was a huge video. Someone would have had to have seen it. It would have been nice if they said, you know what, let's consult Brandon and say, hey, we're going to be putting a gun into the game that will have a few similarities to your AK-50, but we are changing here, 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 and here, so it does look different. It would have been cool if they consulted him and said, do you want to name the gun? Would you like to name this gun? And let him pick the name. I think if Activision had done that, that would have been a huge boon for them by including the creator of the AK-50 in the naming process of the gun. That would have gotten so much fucking popularity. It would have. And it would have been cool. It would have been cool if they did that. But they can't be seen promoting him anyway due to his politics. Yeah. I suppose, Yard Dog, I don't know really much about Activision's politics because I don't give a fuck about Activision. So, if that is the case, fuck politics. This is why I fucking hate politics. Yeah, that's the thing. Getting some credit from a gun tuber. Would have made it would have elevated COD to a better degree. But if they're notoriously left, well, yeah, I can see why they didn't. But again, let me just say, fuck politics in all stripes.
They're producing the thing. I mean, they have it in a video game. They transformed it a little bit for artistic reasons, and now it's theirs. Or at least that's what they'll argue in the court, and I think that's a fair legal standing. Let's face it, they have millions of dollars for lawyers on standby, and I have less than zero interest in even fucking trying that shit, even if I wanted to. So no, there's not gonna be any fucking legal battle between me and Call of Duty. I think it's cool to make something that people are inspired by, and I think it's neat to see that kind of grow and expand even beyond.
Actually, you know what? COD putting this in there probably helped him out. COD putting this in there probably drove a shit ton of videos to Brandon's channel to check out his AK-50 videos. So it actually probably helped him, bump up his views. I wonder if he's gonna make any mention of that. Well, I don't know, Yard Dog. I mean, that's the question. I don't know. Oh, okay, it wasn't. Oh wait, no, it's just a type of bear. Never mind. I don't know, but the fact is, this probably drove a lot of people to his channel to check it out.
I think it would have been cool to be involved in the push because I think that would have been neat. I mean, it's
I don't know, ShadowClaw. I'm reacting.
Why
right
big
now.
corporations like Activision or Sledgehammer or whatnot can't even begin to touch somebody like me. I hate we live in that kind of world, but it is what it is. But now the moment of truth. How good's the gun?
Okay.
Oh god, it's this fucking Borderlands shit. It's like I'm in a fucking cartoon.
Yeah. What is with the fucking graphics here? This doesn't look like Call of Duty graphics. What is with this cel-shaded shit? I've never seen this in COD. Is this some kind of a mod, or is this an option for playing in COD that you can do this cel-shaded crap? Because this is bad. This is not good. Temporary skin for some maps? Okay. This is I don't play Call of Duty either. I will admit, I will say, I played COD mobile. If I'm fuel ratting and I get bored and we're just sitting around doing nothing, I'll play Call of Duty mobile on my tablet while I'm waiting for a case to come in. But I've never played any other COD. Call of Duty mobile is the only one that I played.
Tune.
Damn!
Fuck. Come on, fucker. There you go.
So these, is he getting just all one-shot kills?
I take it for granted this thing's kind of fucking one-shot. Oh, wow. I feel like I take it for granted this thing. Give me a second. I feel like I take it for granted this thing can one shot, but at the same time, like, it's a fucking 50 cal. It should be able to do that. No matter what.
Yeah. Unless you go with what Grand Thumb did, where you're shoving 3 armor plates in your vest, in which case it can catch a 50 cal. Like the video we saw yesterday. So, hi Alex.
This thing should be able to kill you with one fucking round. Come on, fuck, God.
I'm surprised he's trying to shoot through stuff.
Come on.
Because can't you like shoot through things in COD if you have a weapon that can do like penetration like this? I like right in regular Call of Duty does round penetration, does that factor in where you can shoot through materials if your weapon has round penetration? Only certain materials. Okay. Cat. Do not make me bonk.
I feel like I'm not locked in.
Because I'm not ratting today. I will be tomorrow.
There you go. There we go. We're getting better. Not good enough.
Last point. Secure the target area.
Oh, you fuck.
Oh.
You'll have to do better than that.
I'm on one more.
Did that take 2 shots?
Just need one more. Give me one more. One more. There you go. That's all I wanted.
Is it taking him multiple shots from this fucking 50 cal? Oh, Activision, you done fucked up it. And why are you people taking your fuel scoops off your Anaconda? Bonk for you for taking your fuel scoops off Anaconda. You just want me to come out and rescue you, don't you? You're doing it just so I'll come out to rescue you guys. And yes, and it looked like a couple of them, like he actually had to double tap them. It did look like he had to double tap a couple of them, but I mean, you know, Call of Duty is a Twitch shooter and it's so frenetic that it can be easy to miss.
I know I've done like Twitch and shit before, but like I feel like this is my first time being a streamer, which is kind of wild because I'm, you know, technically doing it with my own fucking gun, and I'm still getting fucking my ass raped while playing this, knowing I'm gonna be judged by an army of fucking 11-year-olds. Like, hey, old man, why can't you actually play Call of Duty? It's like, well, I don't know, I have dopamine receptors for it. I'm not used to this 80s shit. God, this is hell. Even just shooting the AK is kind of wild. Oh, well, did I just get a hit marker? Did I just fucking hit somebody here?
Did he?
Oh, well, shooting the AK is kind of wild. Oh, well, did I just get a hit marker? Did I just fucking hit somebody here? No, but really, like, just the recoil impulse. Sound, like, everything. There you go. Alright, I'm getting accidental fucking kills while I'm trying to talk here. Yeah, everything, just the recoil impulse, even just the sound, like, it's pretty close. Like, fuck.
Yeah, the Tiny Guns appearance, yeah.
I'm doing what the kids say is locking in. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, you're locking in, Brandon.
Hey, fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. God damn it. Alright, getting a little...
I mean, the other problem is he's, you know, he's doing this to fuck around with the AK-50 in game. No, Clockwork, we're talking about his appearance in Corridor Digital's special episode of Tiny Guns 3. See him,
Ember, I just left a link for you to Brandon's YouTube analytics page in Discord stream general chat.
Okay. Yeah, Clockwork, Corridor Digital, they do this thing. Yeah, the Tiny Guns thing. It was Brandon, it was Scott, I think Donut was in it, Matt was in it. Yeah, that's what they were talking about.
frustrated with the AK-50, now it might be time to whip out the fucking cheaper shit.
We secured 2 objectives. We're taking Bravo.
And get fucked. Not pumped enough. Get fucked. There you go. Alright, I'm that guy.
They're secure.
Stun in.
It's fine to be that guy.
Hey, there you go, behind the plywood.
Get it back. Securing objective.
Oh, there you go. There's my gun. Man. Alright, how you got your setup? Ooh, I like that.
Nice
Ooh,
scope.
I do like that. I really like that. I like that.
Wait, does he have that guy's got thermoptic camouflage on his fucking AK-50? That's kinda cool.
Ah, fuck you. There you go, give me my gun back.
That was last month, Shadow.
Fuck you. Give me my gun. There we go.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Fuck you. Hey.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing, unfortunately, that, you know, Brandy, he's basically using a drum-fed, no, 504, he was asking when did people find out about it in the game, and it released into the game last month in July. But I mean, here's the problem. He's using an AK. He's using a 50 caliber drum-fed sniper rifle in CQB. I would love to see how effective he could be with this if he was on a map where he could actually, like, snipe with it. I hope he does go onto a map where he can snipe with this, because I think he'd be a hell of a lot more effective than in a map that is specifically designed for CQB. Because, like, when I play on COD Mobile, if I'm in, if I'm in an area, if I'm on a map where there are no good sniping positions, I'll switch to either an assault rifle or an SMG. But if I'm on a map where there's long distance sniping positions available, I'm sniping. I will snipe the fuck out of people. Yes, COD has a mobile game ace. I play it fairly frequently. Like I said, on over the weekends when I'm ratting, and if there's no cases for me to go on a rescue, I might, open up Call of Duty Mobile on my tablet, and you can play it with a controller. It's by default, it has on-screen. By default, it uses on-screen controls, but you can connect a Bluetooth controller to it and play with a controller, because that's what I do. So, and it's free. It doesn't cost anything. You do have to pay if you want to get if you want to get the battle passes, so you can get extra gear. But it is a free game. So, and play all the time. It's fun. Give it a try, Ace. It's a lot of fun.
There you go. Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, Alex, in COD Mobile, I will actually snipe if the map allows for it. And I will tear people the fuck up as a sniper.
Was that a golden plated AK-50? Give me that shit.
Hostile UAV in the area.
I need that in my life.
Oh, he has a gold
Give me
now.
that shit. Give me that. I see. Oh, did it just disappear? You saw
It
that, right?
fell off the map. Oh no.
Secure the area.
Get it, Brandon. Get it, Brandon. Get it, Brandon.
Look at that. Look at that. The fuck kind of camo is that? Seriously, the fuck kind of camo is that? Is it suppressed?
Oh my god, yeah! It's
Was
a
that
fucking
suppressed?
AK-50.
No, you just took it. You took my gun. No, it's not suppressed. Well, yeah, no, it is suppressed. Son of a bitch. I'll wait
It's
for you to-
suppressed.
Sorry, buddy. I'm stealing your shit.
He's waiting for his own teammate to
Yep.
die.
Yoink. Mine.
Get it, Brandon.
I'm loading.
God! And that reload sound. That reload sound sounds nice and metallically meaty as well. Like, listen again. When he reloads it, listen to the weight. You can hear the weight of the reload. Like, you could actually hear what sounded like the correct sound for a weight of a drum being loaded into a 50 caliber of that nature. Like, they got that right. I only play Zombie COD turn the bullshit in multiplayer. I don't experience too much bullshit, Alex. There's some, but not too much. Indie Heat? Only in COD. Only in COD. Although I guess theoretically you could suppress it. How much it would not be suppressed down to a puff, puff, puff like this. It's not gonna, it's a 50, so it's not suppressing the sound all that much.
Yep, this is dope. Keeping this as long as I can. Oh god, hello.
I got him.
I got the furry back.
Yeah, I mean that suppressor is just insane. That suppressor on Shings, I'm sure they are, but they are not like whisper quiet like this COD one is. They are not that whisper quiet.
No hits? Fuck you. Ah! Alright, that was a pretty cool setup. Nope, friendly fire, sorry.
Did he just get a triple? Oh.
Oh my gun. Hello.
He loves that gold AK-50. Oh, and it's got some motion on it too.
God, this thing kind of fucks at rest.
God, he's... Oh, poor Brandon.
Yes, it did. What's funny is that in the last few days, if you've been playing Call of Duty and you got killed by an AK-50, and the username was the AK guy, pretty good chance you got killed by me. So that is the AK-50 in Call of Duty. I think what we learned here today is don't expect me to be a COD streamer anytime soon. I'm gonna go back to doing the things that I'm good at. I think I've just had enough stimuli to fry the brain of a medieval child. Anyhow, guys, I appreciate you watching this video. I know it's a little different. This is not even a scenario that I would have ever imagined I would have been in. But it's something that's really cool, and it's something that I don't think would have happened without you guys and just the audience that we built together. So I guess to close things out, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you staying all the way to the end. And I will see you sexy YouTube mother lovers in the next video. Thanks. I was speaking at the Young Americans for Liberty concert. So let's go ahead and take a look at the gun. I just spit. That was disgusting.
I think I may actually need to cut out that last song. Because that's actually made by a... I think that's a legit composer.
I appreciate you staying all the way to the end.
Hang on. I think that was a legit composer. And I think I might get myself... I have a feeling I might end up getting myself copyright claimed if I leave that song, and so I'm probably gonna have to cut that song out of the YouTube video. Sorry, YouTube.